Hi there, today I'm looking at a Mercedes SLK350. I've already looked at this one and brought the part that I needed with me. I'll just bring you along and show you what it was, what the fault code was and what the fault was. I don't know if you can see any of that. Let me try and get that looking better. So, I'm in OBD. Gonna see if there's any fault codes. I've got the ignition switched on. There we go. Air System A and Air System A. Current and pending, so it's a P0410. Okay, I'm going to go into the Mercedes side of it as well and compare the fault code. Or do I need to? I think that's enough actually right there. We know Air System A. Didn't really say much about it there. Let's see what it would word it as on the Mercedes bit and compare it. Here we go, on this one we've got a bit more information. It's got 0810 and it says fault of secondary air injection, and then it's got air in brackets at the right hand cylinder bank function chain. P gives you the P code for it as well. Also has one for the left hand cylinder bank, so they're both faulty, so that gives us more of an idea. Can't remember what the other one said now, but when it says secondary air, it points us in a direction. This is the part that's faulty. It's the secondary air intake pump, or air intake pump. When I called up for a secondary air intake pump, they didn't know what it meant, so they couldn't give me a price for it. Turns out they called it an air intake pump. So the fault code is to say it's on this circuit. But if I power it up, let's see which way those wires are. Ground at the top. There we go. See, there's no noise when I power it up. It doesn't do anything. We have a green light, so there's continuity through the motor, but it isn't spinning. Can't hear it, so I'm going to try it on the new one. I've got a new one already, so I've already checked it. Here's the new one. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I prefer to have it with the buzzer off. Try that again. Yeah, it worked, but then this tripped, so it must pull a few amps, but at least we know that works, and you could hear that it's sounds like a hairdryer. I'll try it again. I think I'm going to have to reset this. There, let's try it again. Don't know if you saw it. So, there's a new one. Same thing again, we've got the continuity. Turn the buzzer off because we don't want to hear that. There. So, got continuity through the motor. This died because it's pulling too much amps. However, the other one doesn't do anything, so it's safe to say that's definitely needed. Okay, I fit the part. I did hear the motor work for a while. The new motor. Let's go and check. Fault codes again. I have cleared it, so hopefully it's not there. No fault codes. There we go. I don't think I can test that motor on OBD, but what I'll do is go back into the Mercedes one and try it on that one. If I can activate that motor so we know it works when it wants to work it. I did hear it, but it stopped before I could record it. It wasn't on that long. By the time I got out of the car, the motor that I was fitting that I showed earlier had already stopped making a noise. Sounds a bit like a fan that's switched on, but it's not a cooling fan, it's just a motor. Let's see what I can do here. I'll go into the control unit, drive, and I'll see if I can activate it. If I can, I'll let you see that it actually works. Now it's got a little bit warmer. It's giving me air pump switchover valve and air pump. We've got closed and off, so I'm going to switch it on. I can hear it. down there sounds like a hairdryer. That means it's working. So we know all the electrics on the car are good. So this is going to come out anytime soon. Oh, it's just switched off. I switched it off. Don't need it though. The point of that was to know, I knew it worked with the Power Pro. I could power it up and it works. I know the old one wouldn't work. I didn't know that the wires were working, so that was another way. I want to test it, and when we activate it with this, we've got the power, everything's working. We've also tested those two valves that are either side of the air pump, vacuum controlled, and it opens up the valves to let the air through, so it can go into the cat to get the air into the cat. Everything's working. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully this is helpful to somebody.